What's going on? Just a quick thought this morning on harmonicas. One thing that's interesting is as you're moving from the beginning to the intermediate, as I'm moving from the beginning to the intermediate phase, is I'm seeing as I'm playing different harps in different keys, I'm seeing that they really make a big difference in the requirements of you as the player. The lower end requires more breath. They handle a little differently than, say, the upper end. It requires less breath and more intricate movements. And then the middle as well, where you're probably mostly learning. So, one thing that I'm trying to do is to begin to play intentionally during my practice sessions in more keys. I'm just playing around in the keys of the songs that I'm trying. I guess at first I was just grabbing one harp and just playing in that key all the time. But now I'm trying. Then I started playing keys in the song of a background tape, and so sometimes you're playing, and it's difficult to play that, and you don't really realize the demands on you as the player is much different for different harps. So it requires practice, and I'm going to intentionally do that. Somebody said that on the Gospel Harmonica community when I posted this thought. Somebody said that what they did was for a while there they just walked around with some of the high end, some of the high keys, some of the higher keys, those that are pitched in a higher key, their F's and that kind of thing, E's and F's and that kind of thing. They walked around with those and carried those around and just played them, and then maybe moved to the lower end, your G's, and those on the lower end, and played with those for a while and see how that goes. And so that may be something I'm going to try. One thing that I am intentionally going to do now is to just play around with, take some time during every practice session, play a little on a middle range. Here is a C, then go grab a G. This is a Lee Oscar G for the low end, and then a Lee Oscar F sharp for the high end. So that's my C. Here's my G. It's gonna be. Oh man, requires a lot more breath. I gotta work on that. Then you got your F sharp, sorry. Sometimes when I'm getting up on these highs on these high ones, I squeak. Definitely a different feel when you, especially the blow bends and that type of thing, is really rough on the upper end. The lower end's requiring a lot of breath that's pulling me out. Um, so the lower end is sucking my breath out, and the upper end is hard to keep it where it's supposed to go. See, I get that squeaking and stuff that I need to work on there, and the middle. So that's something that I'm going to be working on to try to get better, especially as I get into this intermediate phase, to get better at playing on the low end and the upper end. By that, the low end of the key spectrum, so the lower notes, the lower pitched keys, versus the higher pitch keys for the diatonic harmonica. Till next time, this is Brother Sherman Cox. God bless you.